hello. I'm trying to think what to say there. Hello everybody. This is the Retro Bear. Once again speaking to you from the Gaming Pantry with a collections video. Yes, sorry, apologies for the slightly confused start there, but there we go, wasn't quite sure what was going on. It's been a long day, it's very warm, and I've done about 3 of these in a row, so I'm getting a bit tired now. So apologies if I appear a bit frazzled, but anyway. There we go. Thanks so much for tuning in. So it's a collection video. Do these from time to time. Hope you're going to enjoy it as you've enjoyed the other ones. If it is here, you are here for the very first time, thank you very much indeed for tuning in. You can obviously view all the other collection videos on the channel if you need to do so. If you are here for the first time, thank you again. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment and tick the bell for any notifications for videos going up further. If you are back here for more of the same, thanks very much indeed for your continued support. I don't think that's going to do a huge amount, but we'll have it on the background. This is Zelda Ocarina of Time, which is running off my Wii store purchase. Story about that in the previous video. That'll just amble along in the background while I talk to you about today's console and collection of choice. And it's probably one of my last small collections, because I think there's only the handhelds I've done before I've then got the 3 big ones left to do, which is the PlayStation 2, the Xbox and the Wii. I've done the PlayStation 1 now. So this is probably one of my smaller collections, but it's also, more importantly enough, my last console I purchased. So, yes it is, the last console I purchased, which was January 2019. I've bought mini consoles since then, but I don't really count those. I haven't bought any other consoles since then. So this is the last one. I'll give you an idea. You'll know what I'm talking about if you see the bloody description. But there we go. It's the Wii U. Ta-da! I wasn't aware you could see that. But there we go. That's what we're dealing with in here. That's the back of the camera, just in case anybody's paying attention. Yeah. So it's the Wii U with its wonderfully designed gamepad and giant flipping it unit to play games on. Now at the moment I've got 3 of these. Why have I got 3 of them? I've got 3 of these and 1 of them. I've got 3 of these because Mrs. Bear's repaired a couple of them. So we got one which is this one, I think plays, we can't for some reason get it to work in HD, which is fine because I can record game footage off it. It's brilliant. There's another one which we can work in HD, which I probably will keep as a second console, and I've already got my own. So this is not the one out of the cupboard, this is what I've been using. And yeah, I mean, what do I like about this? Well, I don't know. The Wii U is very much one of these consoles which people, I think we all agree, it was a missed opportunity. It was sort of like Wii version 2 or 1.5, I suppose. Yeah, Wii 1.5 is probably the best way to describe it. And when it came out, everybody was sort of expecting it to be the next generation. I think it's generally accepted that the Switch is now where this should have been at, which is a real shame because it is an excellent console. It's a sort of console that people want to collect for at the moment because there's such a tiny library of games for it, 170 something like that, and some of those game prices now are already going absolutely through the roof. But because it's only a small library of titles, people think, oh, it's quite achievable to pick up that one, and that's what they try and do. So they ain't exactly cheap to pick up these as well. You're not going to get much change out of £100 for one of these. This is the 32 gig model. There's a smaller version than this one. I don't think you need the 32 gig version. If it's there and available, get it. But I paid, I think it was about 90 quid for mine 18 months ago, and the prices are around about the same now. And the game price is just going up and up. So what you got was one of them. You got a power cable to go in the back. You'll just see it's slightly different. I'll talk you through what's in the front because I always try and show you off. So you've got obviously on-off button. There's your disc button there. There's also the pairing device there. There's a little drop-down drawer for USB and I think SD card. Yep, SD cards and memory card slots to go in the front. Obviously your disc tray there. They come in black or white. Some people prefer the white ones. I don't know. The black one to me looks about the way it should be. Nice glossy black. There's a bit of marking on this one, but like I said, it's not modelled, not model keeping. Got the old ventilation around there. Some stands to put it on, depending how you want to stand it up, like that or whatever. Nothing round the front there. Remember where the camera is. That's the underneath. nothing special about it. It's very, very sort of basic. Got some feet on the bottom. Serial number. So this is the model number WUP101 something or other. God, my eyes are getting terrible. 101 bracket 03 32 gig version. Serial number is FEM 10626657 on the end. And there's the back of it. So you've got the fan there, and then you can see you've also got more USB connections, the HDMI lead. There's obviously the AV connector as well if you can't get it to work in HD. There's got the Wii sensor bar, and also it's quite heavy power cable, which is in yellow. Wii sensor bar is there because you can play Wii games on it, but you will need one of these. And this is the problem. These things have a tendency to break down quite easily. So if you don't, these are fairly easy to pick up. You can probably get one of these for between 10 and 20 quid, but it's no use unless you've got one of these. And these will set you back about 4 or 5 times that amount, one in good condition. If you find one cheaper than that, you have done very well indeed. Just trying to get, there we go. So on this one there, you've got, obviously you can controls. You've got your D-pad over here and your analog stick there. And you've also got an analog stick there, and also your buttons here. You've also got the same on the Wii, up and plus and minus. This is brilliant because this works with the game. It's like a control pad, but also it's a TV screen as well. So you can sit here, and some games, this is why you need this. Some games need this pad to be able to work as part of the game. So it's got a camera in it as well. You can't see there, a little camera on it. And also a TV control as well. Battery light is interesting because you're never quite sure how much battery you've got in it, because I've never been able to find out where the indicator is. I dare say it's probably somewhere dead easy to find it, but I never actually found it. So they do tend to sort of run down quite quickly. On the back you've got a couple of triggers on the bottom there, a couple of shoulder buttons as well. There's also the charging point there. There's a headphone cable there, and also the pad's got its own speaker, so you can move that up and down as well. I love the speaker sound. It's absolutely brilliant. If I get the balance right on that and on here, it's like you got complete surround. It's brilliant. It really is. It's not overly heavy. Some people don't like it as a controller because the size of it, and I can see why. But actually, I don't think it's too much of an issue. I do quite like that. Nice display on it as well. I wish I could show you working, but it's not charged up at the moment, so I can't do that, unfortunately. But yeah, I like that. I think it's really good. But yeah, if you've got one of these, take care of it, because if it does break, you're going to find a real problem tracking them down. Great thing about this as well, as with the Switch, it's wireless. But I couldn't sort of go upstairs and use this to play the game on, because it just wouldn't work. But you don't need this. You don't need a television access. You can actually sit here and use this as well and play it. So you can turn the console on, and you haven't got a television close by, you can play on this. So it's got a very short, limited range. The Switch has expanded on that quite a lot, so it's much easier to use. But yeah, but it's a shame because that's really good. You know, everything about the Switch. You know, think of the Switch control pad. You've got the Joy-Cons at the side and the screen in the middle. This is very much the working prototype of that, and that the Switch should have been this, or this should have been the Switch, somewhere between the two. I don't quite understand it, and they got the necessity to get rid of this, so you can get rid of this, and then everything runs through the one thing there. So this and this mesh together, and imagine it's all like a big flash, the Switch. So you can see why some people sort of saying, well, this is how the Wii U should have been the Switch, and the Switch should have, you know, the Wii U should technically not have existed. It's a real shame. It's a real shame because it's a great little system. And of course it's a HD system as well, which is the first time Nintendo actually put HD gaming out there. Like I said, it's backwards compatible with the Wii. So if you've got a library of Wii games, you can use all your Wii controllers on it. So again, and I think it does its best to upscale it as well. You'll need a sensor bar, as you would do with the Wii. But if you've got the Wii system already, then you can just use that there and retire your Wii if you wanted to do it, and just use that. It's brilliant. It's great. It's a great system. It's got some great stuff on there, but it's going to be one of those systems that people are going to start really hammering in terms of getting complete collections, and then that is going to, unfortunately, probably hammer the prices up. But I got mine in 2019. I don't regret it. I think I would have got one at the time, And I noticed when Nintendo announced they were going to stop making them, which I think probably was towards the end 2017. I think it was. They said they stopped making them. When I'll get my Switch, end of 2017 probably, or start, was it 2018? Can't remember. But as soon as they said they weren't going to make any more, I sort of started looking for one. But the prices never sort of dropped enough to sort of make it a viable purchase. So, when I got this picked up originally, I got some vouchers and some trade-ins to use on it. So that's, it didn't cost me. I think missing about 5 games set me back about the equivalent of 30 quid, which is fine. But if I'd been buying it separately, it would have cost me 120 odd quid with the games I got with it. And it was an unboxed one as well, so the box ones will be very, very expensive. There's some very expensive games out there. I think there's a Zumba game on there, certainly one of the Cabela hunting games as well. There are sort of region variants or country-specific versions as well, which are very, very expensive to pick up. It's an interesting one to do. If you're going to do it, you're going to need a few quid in your pocket, as you probably will do. But it's not like the Wii. There's a lot of cheat games for it. There aren't a lot of cheat games out there. So you really have to sort of think, well, is this something I want to collect for? Or is it one of those cases where I want one of those and I'm going to sort of cherry pick the games that I want? So what games have I got? Well, I haven't got many. I've got about 20, 25. So it's quite a small collection of stuff I've actually got. And again, these have also been picked up from various sort of different places. If I can try and remember where I got them from as we go along, that will help. Some have been donated to me, some have been bought dirt cheap, some have been picked up just by stumbling across them in general. So it probably cost me a little bit more in terms per game than some of my other collections. I think I'd say per game, it's only a small number of them, but if you work it out, so a lot of these, probably my average price paid probably would be something in the region of about £5 a game. If you add everything up and took everything away and balanced it all out, and if you really wanted to get that involved, then yeah, probably around about that easily, I would say. So let's see what we got. First one up is meant to be a terrible game. This is Amiibo Festival for Animal Crossing, which I picked up for £1. £1 I think at the time. I think it's about £1, £52 now. It's not meant to be a very good game at all on the site. It's this copy I've got has got this horrible sort of white stripe on the front which I can't get off. But one thing you'll notice about the Wii U, if you've not seen Wii U before, the colour of the boxes is amazing. Absolutely brilliant colour for them. This is sort of Amiibo tied in. I have no idea about the old Amiibo thing works. I just bought this because it's £1.50. However, I did buy... Probably best if I move that out of the way first of all. I did buy a few months after this. I bought that. Drop that down there. Try to damage the gamepad, so the gamepad goes, I'm stuffed. But Amazon were knocking these out weeks afterwards. After I bought that, this has got Amiibos in there. I think we named these guys Gemma and Colin years ago in there, and that's the whole Amiibo thing. And Amazon were knocking these out. I think they were selling them about 10 quid usually. I knocked them down to 7 quid one day. And I thought, including postage, I thought I'll grab one. Unlike somebody I know who managed to find a guy who got 20 of these. Bought them all at, I think, most of them, I think, £3 quid each, and CEX were giving him £13 trading on them. It's not a case of, just a case of where you are. So I've never actually opened that. I'm not planning on opening it in any way, shape or form, because I don't really know how it works. I'll happily die in ignorance. But just a nice set, so it'll sit on the shelf. Something to look at in it. Right, what else we got? Put that down there. Turn that over. Right, next game. This I got when I bought the Wii U. This is Batman. And this is Arkham City's Armoured Editions. 2 Batman games, I think, for the Wii U. And these Arkham games are really, really great game series across all different systems. PlayStation 3, 360. I think you can get... Are they been upgraded now for the Xbox One as well? But yeah, if you never played a Batman Arkham game, then you really need to do so. Also got this when I picked it up as well. Played this a couple of days ago. I was terrible at it, which is hardly surprising, really. Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Yeah, I'm no good at first-person shooters, but I don't know. I think it's a fair old game. I think if I sort of stick at it, I'll be better. It's got the campaign, it's got the multiplayer. I'm not sure that still works. Not. It's also got a zombie mode on there, which is not the sort of thing I'm interested in. But again, that was got with the Wii U at the time. This one came out of charity shop for £1. This is Disney Infinity 2.0 because I've got the Disney Infinity 1.0 stuff, and according to this, I can't use it. Yeah, I don't know why I've got that, but there we go. I can't use any of the Disney Infinity ones. I thought I could do. I misread that years ago and I bought it. Disney Infinity 2, you can't use any of the Disney Infinity 1 stuff, so I'll go try and get some Disney Infinity 2 stuff. I'm probably not going to do that, but yeah. So that was a waste of £1, but anyway. Strangely enough... Oh, yeah, you can. No, you can. Sorry, I'm reading that wrong. You'll see at the back there. Yeah, I'm reading it wrong. Disney Infinity, I can use Disney Infinity 2 figure. I can use, yeah, you know what I mean. I can use the original ones on this. I said it was a long day. I've been doing this all day. Right, this game was donated to me very kindly by Dad and Lads Gaming. So, hi to Marcus and Tommy, if they're watching. This is Donkey Kong Country Topical Freeze. And again, excellent condition. Limited manuals in these. You get like a sheet, but this is what I've got, an instruction guide, and they're great to see. You've never seen what I'm on about. Just I'll show you very, very briefly. So you don't get like an instruction booklet. You just get a quick fold out telling you how to use the controllers. So if you need to use the Wii controllers, you could do so. Tells you how to do things, and there's the pad controls there as well. So all that sort of stuff is great, and it's important to keep, you know, as a collector you want something in there to sort of say, well, is there a manual with this or not? There is a manual with it. That is the manual, not like giant books we used to get back in years ago. But you're looking forward to playing. I haven't played it yet. I may get around to it one of these days. This game I picked up in the Game Last Generation sale when that was running last year. I'm not sure why, because I'm not likely to probably delve into it anytime soon. This is Hyrule Warriors. It's quite appropriate because we've got Legend of Zelda at the back. I think this is a cross between Dynasty Warriors and Legend of Zelda. Leap into battle with the mightiest warriors in Hyrule. I think it was about $4.99 when I got this. Didn't pay a huge amount for it. An all-new crossover experience comes to the Wii U, combining the timeless appeal of the Legend of Zelda with the relentless action of the Dynasty Warriors series. So it's two genres I hate. But I think it was just too good to pass up at the time. We all love a good Lego game, so I got this for $4.99 in the game sale as well. And this is Lego City Undercover, which I've tried to play, and it's a bit slow and cumbersome, this one. It's not a great Lego game. It's also got some Nintendo stars in there as well, which is good. See the old Club Nintendo things which haven't been scratched off. Always good to find those in there. But one thing I'll just show you the back of it. Love about these Wii U discs is that shine. Again, that's even better than the Wii U pad. Look at that. Brilliant, isn't it? Absolutely brilliant. There's PlayStation 2 stuff over there. There you go. Stick one of those on the end of a stick and stick it around the wall, and you'll be absolutely, you know, see around walls with it. Yeah, so it's a Lego game. Lego City comes to life. Yeah, I paid $4.99 for that. It's a relatively cheap game anyway. This one I got for £4 in a charity shop, which was quite lucky. This is Jurassic World, Lego Jurassic World. Okay, the Lego game. I think this went for a bit more at the time. I got quite excited to pick this up. I think it's about a £6 to £8 game on the Wii U. And I got it on the PlayStation 3 as well. That's the first Jurassic World game. This one as well, at the same time, I picked that one up. I think $4.99 possibly. Same price paid for this one. This is Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens, which I played a bit of. Got a bit stuck. I tend to get stuck on these Lego games very easily. I'm losing track of what I'm doing. But yeah, that's a again, Lego game. No, some people don't like Lego games. I find they're great fun, and of course now, with the things they can do, they can sort of transpose so much stuff into the game, from the original soundtrack and voice acting and bits from this film. It's great, it really is. This one I got at the time when I bought the Wii U. This is one of the games I got with it at the same time. It's Mass Effect 3, the special edition. Why is it special? I don't know. More Club Nintendo points lurking in the background. But again, not an expensive game to pick up this one. You're paying maybe 3 to 5 on this one at the moment. Possibly even a little bit less. But also again, there's something there that says command the battlefield with the Wii U console. Gamepad, sorry. Wii U gamepad. So incorporating that game into it there. It's not so much playing it on that. You're playing it on that as well, which is great. Now this one I did get lucky with. I paid £2 for this in a charity shop. It's Mario Kart 8. Now this is also the version that's on the Switch called Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. We've also got great game. Yes, I am waxing lyrical about a Mario Kart game, but I do like this one. Again, it's got the instructions in there. Like I said, I paid a couple of quid for it out of a charity shop. Very lucky to pick that one up. I think that was pre-lockdown. This was one of the last things I probably got prior to things being shut down. This one I paid $4.99 again in the game sale for, which I was very happy to get. Although I know most of you will look at this game and go, "Why were you happy to get this game?" Because it's not going to be very good. It's Mighty Number 9, which was sort of like a Mega Man. I think the guy who created Mega Man made this out as a Kickstarter project or something like that, and it didn't quite turn out as it should have been. I like the artwork on it. I mean, again, what I've picked up. I mean, I got this in the game sale, so I was very lucky to pick this particular version up because it's got this. I think was the one of the. So you got a poster there. And there's another poster behind it. I think this was the version that was sent out to people who sort of invested in it. I'm hoping so anyway. It's got the art of Mighty Number 9 in there as well. So there's a little art booklet which came with it. Show you a couple of those. So I've got all this bump in there, and also there's, I think, the unlockable character. There's a code on the back for it as well. So I think I got quite lucky with that. I know people don't rate it as a game, but I don't know. It's it looks quite colourful. I haven't got around to playing it yet. Use the random generator. I will do the use the random generator. This one I also bought at the same time I got my Wii U. This is Super Mario Brothers U. Also featuring Super Luigi U as well, because I think there's a separate release for that. So I've got both of these there. There's the disc inside, looking very nice. Not a great fan of that particular Mario game. Prefer the sort of more 3D ones I mentioned before. What did I pay for that? Can't remember. This one, again, this is relatively cheap. I got this for a couple of quid, I think it was, maybe £3. It's one of the cheaper games on the system. It's Nintendo Land. Now, what this does is sort of take some of the more popular Nintendo franchises and then transports them into little mini games. We all have a mini game, don't we? We all have a mini game. There's the back of the box. So we've got mini games based on The Legend of Zelda, something called Mario Chase, Yoshi's Fruit Cart, Takamuru's Ninja Castle, Pikmin Adventure. I think it is like Pikmin, but it's not like Pikmin. Luigi's Ghost Mansion, which is going to be an extension of Luigi's Mansion. Of course it's going to be, isn't it? Octopus Dance, Captain Falcon's Twister Race, which is an F-Zero spin-off. Metroid Blast. I've been bemoaning the fact there's very few Metroid games since for a few years now. Animal Crossing Sweet Day, Donkey Kong's Crash Course, and Balloon Trip Breeze. So there's a lot of little mini games on there for you. Like a very cheap game to pick up. A lot of people like that game. I think it's really good. This is also a very similar thing. This is Rabbids Land, which I probably would have picked up for, again, no more than a fiver, probably around about point. No, I think it's the only one I've got with no bump inside it, which is a bit disappointing. But again, I like the Rabbids. So this sort of thing I'm going to happily sort of play for a bit. But a lot of people don't rate that one as much. What have we got next? Move those around there. There we go. Right, so we've got now. This one I got for £5 or £6. Sonic All-Stars Racing Transformed Special Edition. Great game series. If you've never played a Sonic Racing All-Stars game, Christ, what are you playing at? Go and get it. It's tremendously good fun. I prefer this to Mario Kart. Even though Mario Kart, in my estimation, has sort of caught up a little bit, and is now a racing game, a kart game I happy play, this, still for me, is my favourite series. Transform means you're transforming from a car into a plane into a boat, and some tremendous tracks. And everyone's based about Afterburner and Panzer Dragoon, and oh yeah, it's just great fun. Make sure it's not over, £6-8, but it's absolutely worth it. This was the other game. I'm just having a quick look. I am right in saying this. Yeah, this was the other game I got at the time when I got the Wii U. And I've been playing this quite a bit lately, and I really do love it. It's Splatoon. I couldn't get on with the second one. I've got to go back and try that again. No, having said that Rabbids Land was the only one with no manual. I've got no manual in that, which is a real shame. But yeah, again, if you've never played Splatoon, it's brilliantly good fun. It really is. Just so colourful, and it works, suited for the HD system quite superbly. Absolutely worth picking that up. Sequel, I said I've got to go back and play Splatoon 2 again and see if I can get on with it a bit better than I did before. But yeah, I played Splatoon 2 first before I played Splatoon. I'm not sure why that. Another game that was donated to me by Dad and Lads Gaming is Super Mario World 3D. Or Super Mario 3D World even. Again, beautiful condition, but I would expect nothing less from Marcus and Tommy. They look after their stuff really, really well. And yeah, this is my sort of Mario game. So I played that and didn't disgrace myself too much on it. So yeah, absolutely superb. It's about 10 to 15 quid game though. Again, these Nintendo games hold their value. This one's dropped a little bit, and this was the last one that they donated, Dad and Lads Gaming. It's Super Smash Bros. Wii U. Now, not my favourite game series at all. I've only played Super Smash Bros. Melee, I think it was, on the GameCube. Don't own Brawl on the Wii. I've got the original one now on the Game Store, Wii Game Store. So I'm going to try and give that a go probably at some point and give it another bash and see if I can get on with it any further. But I don't know. I mean, it's got a fantastic array of characters and idea, but I just don't get the fighting. Why are they all fighting each other? I don't get it. Don't get it. 3 to go. This one I paid $7.99 for, which I think was a bit of a bargain now thinking about it. This was, again, it was in the game sale. And this is Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. And this is the HD version. So it's the HD at the bottom there. I was lucky to get this because this was probably getting towards the end of it. This was when they had very few sort of games outside of the Animal Crossing, or ones without any artwork on them. And again, it says on the back you can use it. Again, this sort of game sort of splits Zelda fans. Not being a Zelda fan, I don't really see what the fuss is about. Because I like the art style, but like it's I don't like this horrible sort of sort of modern anime Magna look to it. Manga look, I don't know, Magnus cider. This one I think I paid £1.50 for, which is Your Shape Fitness Involved 2013. My Shape in 2013 was a lot better than it is now. I can guarantee you that. Yeah, it's a Wii U game for £1.50. I am not going to leave that on the shelf if I see it. Sort of thing will come in handy if we ever get locked down or have to stay in all the time and start eating loads of food, putting loads of weight on. Be ideal for that sort of opportunity. And the final game I got, again, which again is a very, very cheap game, but a game which a lot of people do rate and highly regard, Zombie U, as you can see there, is a rather nasty looking Coldstream Guard. Or Coldstream Guard, I don't know. I'm not a military person. And a rather scary looking disc there as well. Yeah, it's the sort of game I'm not going to play without any sort of lights on or anything like that. But again, you'll just see from the back there, 2 screens, twice the fear. And feel the tension as you manage both your TV and the Wii U gamepad. So I think it works as a map or something. There's a map as well, but see, the whole purpose of using that gamepad means that, you know, if you haven't get a Wii U, you won't be able to play this game. And this game is ridiculously cheap, £2 to £2.50, £3, something like that. And a lot of people have a high regard for it. Zombie U. And that is it. That is all I have. But yeah, one. I was about 25, about 22, 23, so that, yeah, relatively small selection, but I said a lot of those games are a bit pricey. There are games that I'm dying to get picked up for. It's the Sonic games, Sonic and Lost Worlds, because I like Sonic games. I don't really get as well Bayonetta games as well, which I'd like to play. Those 2 specifically to start with, that's probably my sort of next thing I'm looking at getting hold of. But yeah, it is an expensive system to pick up, but it's a great system. It really is, and I think if you could invest time and money into it, you will get a lot out of it. It sort of satisfies that need between where the Wii was and what the Switch is. Like we said all the way through this, it's sort of like Wii 1.5. It really shouldn't have existed. It sort of reminds me of when Sega finished adding stuff onto the Mega Drive and then brought the 32X out as the last add-on for it, as you know, some reasons as short-term interest before the Saturn came out. The 32X should have been left alone, and the Saturn should have been worked on, and you should have gone straight from like the Mega Drive Mega CD to the Saturn, rather than Mega Drive Mega CD 32X, and then the Saturn. By that point, people couldn't quite see what all the fuss was about, and this is what Nintendo should have done. They should have gone straight from the Wii to the Switch, but waited that time period in between, because the Wii was such a big seller, it still carries on selling. And of course they bought the 2DS out, the 3DS out in between that. They didn't need the Wii U, but I'm glad they did bring it out, because people like me like stuff like that. Anyway, thank you very much indeed for watching. If you have enjoyed that, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment and tick that bell for more notifications when they go up. If you have been here for the first time, enjoy the ramblings of a mid-40s-year-old tit, then yeah, it'd be great to have you along in the future. For those who keep coming back, more of the same, I'm afraid, but there we go. Thanks very much indeed for your time. Appreciate it. Great to see you here. Hopefully again, see you again very, very soon. But until then, do take care. Bye for now.